situation of things right now is really tough. Many people are complaining bitterly because of the current hardship in the country. However, others believe that there are better days ahead. They believe that with self reliance, self development, diversification, hard work, and optimism, Nigerians can go through this time seamlessly. Remember, there is no room for laziness. Suicide is not an option. Children and young ones do not take to vices. Work hard and even harder. Trust your willpower and never stop moving. It's Street Smart on Union Television. Today, we would like to find out how you are coping. I am Ozi Phoebe, and with me,
Onyinye Eslofo. Hi, Phoebe.
hi Onyinye. It's really good to have you today. And today we are going to be looking at a very sensitive and touching topic. And I see that the environment and even everything playing around us, it's really showing that things are really tough. So many Nigerians are not really taking it easy. There are so many persons that are very angry at the moment. Others are really confused, and some others don't even know where to go. So many persons have taken to complain as a way of trying to solve the issue. But looking inward as a person, you will know that there are things there. Nigerians are very resilient. And if they really look inward, they will see that there is something in them that when they bring it out, they can really cope with the situation. There are times like as you are now, you are doing a work and then you have developed yourself in one area or the other. Maybe you are doing an office work. You can also be a hairdresser. You can also be a caterer. You can be other things. So if Nigerians look inward at the moment, they will see that rather than complaining, they can take to maybe bringing the skill in which they have in them out. As I am as a person, aside the work that I'm doing, I can plait. I can do other things around. I can even be a hairdresser. On Sunday, I can bring my things out, maybe my dryer, try to wash people's hair, put the hair in a dryer, and then I'll collect my fee. So there are so many things people can do at the moment aside complaining. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think that it's about the individual and the kind of time available because you cannot do all of these things if you don't have time. So
Yes.
people are not necessarily complaining about the situation. Sometimes when people are trying to say something, they could be talking about their incapabilities. So you're someone who has this talent or you're skilled, but you're not able to do this work because you don't have time. So probably you work every day. There are people who do work every day, and there are
Exactly.
people who work shifts. And anytime they get home, they are thinking of sleeping. It's not as if they cannot do this thing. And if you're saying that, okay, I'm a caterer, I can cook, you need to find somebody you should make food for because you don't have the opportunity to be hawking food around, right? So I feel some people are really angry because there are other things they can do, but they are not able to do it.
Mhm.
It's not as if they cannot do it, but it still boils down to understanding what works and finding ways of doing it.
Exactly.
Because if you look deep and look through, you would certainly find ways of doing these things that you can do. Probably taking opportunities and marketing yourself to people around you. You can start from your local community. So you know that if there's a naming ceremony around, you can cook for these people. But if they don't know you can cook, they just know you as someone who goes out and comes back, they cannot give you a cooking job.
All right, people, you may be out there, you'll be thinking, what will I do at this moment? Will I just give up now and then pack my things and just go somewhere? But that is not an option. You can look for somewhere, you can look for people, and then you do what you know how to do best. There is something inside of you that you can do at the moment, and you will do it very, very well as a person. You will not know until you start it. At this moment, we'll find out from other people what they have to say on this.
I'm doing well. I'm doing amazing, as you can see. It's quite tough, you know, for some classes of people. But then again, we've got to do what we've got to do to survive, and also to triumph. So I'm doing amazing. That's what it is. Diverse, like in a lot of things. Anyhow, the money can come in legally. We've got to do it. You can't just stick to one, source of income if you want to grow wealth. So I do a lot of things. I'm in the real estate space, Jake's Realty, that's what they know me as. And there's also, lots of other ways of making income. There's a crypto space, there's ways you can invest your money, soft skills, hard skills. So that's what it is.
Now, as a Nigerian, there are so many Nigerians that are not finding this situation easy. Now, what do you have to say to such people in order for them to cope as you are coping?
Well, what I've got to do is you've got to keep doing whatever you're doing, keep doing more, hustle more, add to your skills, invest early. That's where you can grow wealth. You have to invest in real estate space, invest, diverse your income as well as diverse what you're doing, your source of income. That's what I've got to tell you to do. And grow skills is very important, soft and hard skills.
Now, there are other things that are aside the regular job one needs to do. Now, what are those other things you are doing, you are bringing to the table? Or let me put it this way, what are those other things you were doing before, but now you have to do it differently in order for you to go?
Okay, well, it has to all do with my skills, my communication skills, my financial skills, especially financial skills. Whatever you're doing, you have to know how to, you know, prep up your finances. Is very important, and also grow your skills. Communication skills is very important because the way to grow is you have to network with people that are way more higher than you. So once you start communicating better with these people, they find you of value, which you have to invest in your skills. That way, you can actually, you're bringing room for growth, and that's just what you have to do. Work on your skills and invest. Gym, it's very important.
With the current situation of things in the country, ma, how are you coping?
It's not easy. It's not easy for me. Oh. When I start this my business, I know how it go. But now, when I go home, market with any amount, if I buy, I will start say, "Ha, God, am I losing some change?" When I calculate, nothing. I don't lose any money. The Nigeria is the worst every day. I don't even know how to say it. The way Nigeria be now, whether na the presidency will beg, or the situation of the country, I don't even know. Nigeria is the worst every day. Market too cost. If you want to take bus from Lake Bona every day, I used to carry Mora every day. Mora drop me every day, 3,000 every day. Every day, Mora drop me. When you go market, what you buy today, tomorrow, maybe you buy that in 200,000. If you go tomorrow, it will be 260. Next tomorrow, to even today, say I went to market, I didn't see sembo. There is no 1 kg in market, 1 kg sembo. I know they want to increase it. That's why we find it, we don't see it. Maybe before tomorrow, now you will see it. They may say one is 2,000 naira. I bought day for yesterday, Stembo, 1 kg. It come from dozen price, 117. Yesterday when I went, 18. Today I never see that at all.
Apart from this business that you are doing, is there any other thing you are doing alongside with this business in order for you to cope?
No, this business is a dirty business, but there's money inside. But now it's not like that was before. When you are doing this, before that, almost 15 years ago now, I'm doing this business. There is money, but now there's no money. No matter the business you do now, before you see your gain, it's there somehow.
We know that the prices of all these things has gone up. But aside that, you still have family. Children who have to go to school, you have to pay rent, you have to enter a vehicle to come to this your place of work. And aside that, you need to take care of welfare of the children too. Ma, what are you doing to cut down on all the costs compared to what you used to spend before?
I don't spend as before. I don't spend. Before I spend, I have to calculate. Before I spend, before if I have to spend, I will spend. I'll say tomorrow I will get it. But if I want to spend, I have to calculate, sit down, think very well before I spend.
Now, what advice do you have for other women like you? Because there are so many people that are not finding this funny. Now, what do you have to say to them so that they too can manage life and cope even as you're coping?
No, say it's not easy. Me now, I wake up every day 4 o'clock. Say this food stop business. I have to go anywhere, Papa, or I went to Yugbo, or I go to Lekbo. I have to leave 4 o'clock. Before 7, I will be here for me to cope, for me to run out for money customer. But not all women can do that. Some women, they cannot cope like that. And you have to, in short, this business no easy. Lagos is not easy. Oh. Before, so I'm a full housewife. Since I was in Lagos, I'm not housewife. I marry, I'm not housewife. I hustle. Not all women can hustle the way some women hustle. And some men, they are take care of their wife, they cope with their wife, they pay school fees. Not all women that their husband will pay school fees. You have to hustle. What I see is I have to our president should please, I'm still begging him, should please. Now this is the time for me. How old am I now? I supposed to enjoy Nigeria. There's no enjoyment in Nigeria again. You have to hustle before you get. I have to advise some women that are not doing anything to have something doing, because one man cannot take care of everything now. Not all men can take care of everything. Pay school fees for your children, pay house rent, cope. Not all men can do it. Some men, they are receiving 60,000 salary. They cannot pay school fees. They cannot pay house rent. Some women, they are paying house rent. Maybe your husband will take care of the food. Maybe your husband will take care of school fees. All women that are not doing anything now, they have to sit down and think. Not anywhere can borrow. Just anywhere you enter, now maybe you enter bank, they cannot borrow you more than, they will say 100,000. You more than 100,000 to borrow. Understand? Somebody like me, will say, come and take 100,000. I don't take 100 and something, because if you give me 100,000, you just buy a bag of curry. It will not reach me to buy rice. Before my shop is full, but now I dey manage. You can cook today. You know, say you cannot cook rice every day. You cannot cook tomatoes every day. Maybe if I want to buy, let me say now I want to make soup today. Today is weekend. I went to Elerum. Elerum, what I buy before 2,000, I have to hold 4,000 to buy it. It's too small. You know, maybe 10 pieces of meat. They will say 2,000. Maybe if you want to buy, make it rich. If you even though if you want to have visitor, you have to cope. Not anybody wants visitor now. Person like me, I be business, full stop business. I see they have received somebody. But people that are not doing anything, or you are salary and you cannot receive. Let me any of my brother came, any of my sister come. I will not frown face, because I know Kokata will eat my gain. But people that don't receive salary, they don't want to receive. If you anybody have a brother, sister, you go there, maybe your brother frown face, don't vex. What I see is this Nigeria. Me now, maybe I know say I say everything, both in Yam, everything I say. You may come my house, I will see assist you to feed you.
The situation of things in the country, how are you coping?
I know they cope anything. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. You have to walk from that side, that cement side to this place just because of transport fare. So it's very, very bad. Like I said, it's very bad. I don't know. I think it's the president or the government. I mean, who they have the power to just control all this stuff and fix it, but they don't want to do anything. They have the power to control it. That would I believe.
As a Nigerian, maybe you're a business person or you are an office worker. What are you doing aside all these things in order for you to cope with this situation?
Okay, in Nigeria, no matter how things go, you have to hustle. You have to survive. So what I do is before I do just 1, 2 jobs, but now I do up to 5 works to survive. So that's how I survive.
Now, what do you have to say to other Nigerians who are going through same hardship as you?
Momo, my guy, my bro, me na hustle. Me na no wait for any Nigeria, me dey any government, me dey look you. Me na hustle. That's just all. Everybody hustle. Don't wait for anybody to come and say, okay, they'll find solution to you. Find a way to look for money. I don't mean you go and steal. Don't steal. Look for positive ways to look for money. Anyway, that's all.
Well, it's not easy, but we still have to thank God for life. Though things have not been easy based on the hardship and like that. Most of the things in in the country currently are very, very in a high price and affect even most people that are on business. But business are actually folding up.
Are there things you were doing before? Now you're doing it differently in order for you to cope.
Yes, I'm a caterer and I bake. But currently, I have to in the aspect of my own business, I have to like shorten some things to get some things done.
All right. Apart from your caterer job, are there other side hustle that you are engaging yourself with in order for you to cope with this situation?
Okay. Um, I'm into online businessing, so I think at least that has still been helping to some extent.
Now, what do you have to say to other young ladies like you who are also going through this hardship? What do you have to say to them in order for them to cope?
Just if you're a young person and you have your dream, pursue it. And one thing is, sky is the limit. So I guess we can still make it, even with the hardship of the country.
Can you believe what that man just said? It is the right thing to say at the moment. He said he's into real estate management. But aside that, there are other things. He does crypto mining, he takes to other job, and he does these without stress. That even with the hardship, he's not really finding it very hard because of all these things he's into it. And someone else also said that he's into business, but he's also into farming, that he farms, he uses the small land around his house at the backyard to farm, and with that he has so many vegetables in the garden, so he's not finding it very hard. Then the other boy now said before now he was doing just a job, but now he's into 5 jobs in order for him to cope. And since he started doing these 5 jobs, that he's not finding things that hard. So many Nigerians can also take to this part as well. You can do other things. Maybe you have a shop. In front of the shop, you can put your poster, plait your hair here. Then when customers are not coming to the shop, you can take to plaiting. You can plait people's hair. You can buy a dryer and put beside your shop. That is if you know how to do it. Then you can wash people's hair, dry it in the dryer. You can even have that after you dry, you can plait their hair. So there are so many things Nigerians can do. What do you think about that?
Well, I feel for the person who's talking about doing one job and then doing 5 jobs, Nigerians in diaspora, a lot of them take up to 3, 4, 5 jobs, and
Yes.
and then that is how they get to give you money every time you're asking. Or that's even the reason many people have bragging rights, because they
Yes.
believe that, oh, I have a brother in the diaspora and the person can give us money. But the person talking about farming, that's really a good idea. When we say development is not just about real estate or phones, technology. Even in technology, now we have agri-technology. We have people going to the farm, but it's just that a lot of young people really consider farming condescending. So you cannot say, oh, I'm a farmer, but you eat. And when there is no food, you have to buy these things expensive. The space you have to plant flowers, you can plant vegetable. So you don't go out to buy them. There's no
Exactly.
100 naira vegetable again. It's difficult.
Very.
And the one of 200 naira is too small. You have to buy extra. If you have it, you're not going to be buying it. And if you decide to go into agriculture, you would farm. And there are mechanized ways of doing things now.
Yes.
It's when you start something that people can assist you. So you wouldn't know the opportunities that are available in the agri space until you start. So you can do this and do this and do that.
Exactly.
It's not like sometimes people have this idea that once there is one thing that's giving money, everybody's just going there. Going there. Let's say everybody now wants to be a skit maker
Yes.
because they believe skit makers are getting a lot of money. Everybody's going there. But before skit making came, other things
There
too
were other
were there.
things, exactly.
So check it and know what works for you.
yes.
Because you can be doing something and you're committing a lot, but nothing is
It's
coming out of it. And then someone else does the same thing and the person is just all over the place and just like person has blown.
Yes.
You're
And
wondering what the problem is.
you know that desperate times require desperate measures. Could
Yes.
you believe that this farming, though we know that Lagos is a commercial city, but there are people who have developed themselves and then they brought out something new in them. There was a woman, she kept sack filled with soil in front of her house. She put manure and then some containers. Then she planted yam seedlings inside. At the end of the day, she harvested yams, tubers of yams from her farm, like every other farmers who have plots of land. So at this time, Nigerians, youth, and even men and women shouldn't be seeing farming as condescending. You mustn't carry your whole cutlass and go to the farm. You can give them money and tell them, do this for me. They can help you in doing it.
So who is that someone?
Those people, there are people, all these villagers,
That's the problem. Villagers are coming to the city because they don't
Yes.
want to be called villagers anymore.
Okay, but there are cities. There are cities that when you go to the interiors, you see such people. When you go to all these interiors, these small villages that are the outskirts, you will see such people. And then you can give them the task of doing it. It's just for them. You can see people who will take care of it for you until it's harvest time.
I feel it's
So-
not about giving them the task. If you
Mm.
want to really go into this farming thing,
Yes.
it's about understanding that you're going into this as a business and you're employing staff. So when people make it as if, oh, look for villagers around, these villagers want a
Now,
better
you know, when
life.
you are doing it at this is a low scale type of farming, you know, you have to do that, except when you want to go to large scale farming.
Even if it's medium scale, we have
Yes.
small businesses.
Exactly.
And then we have startups too.
Mhm.
What's their staffing capacity? 3, 2.
Yes.
And they pay them, right?
Exactly.
They're not telling them that, oh, we're not a Fortune 500 company at the moment. But they understand that we're just starting this thing. That is how when you don't see this farming you're going into as a business, you're going to treat it as something very casual.
All
But
right.
when you see it as a business, you have staff. These people are coming in as members of your staff. They might not have too much benefits,
Exactly.
right? But all of us just have this idea that we're headed somewhere and we're growing this thing. Everybody becomes accountable and you will be responsible for everything you're given.
All right, people. You may be thinking, I don't have money, I don't have the capital, I don't have a large plot of land. It doesn't matter how small your farmland is, but you need to take it seriously. Take that farming as if you are starting a new business. Is really important. And the fact that you are doing this all by yourself, it goes a long way. You have to be hardworking and then be resilient. At this point, don't rely on the government, but look at what you can do and then do it well. We'll find out from other people to know their opinions about this.
I thank God though. I thank God for everything. Because this many of this country, people they are suffering everywhere. There is no food, there is no money. Everything, every day things they are increasing. Nothing can go down. When we are walking, we will be trekking from far places to go into work. When you are closing work, we will be trekking. No motor. Say that is where is cause. So I don't know this country. I'm very tired for this country. I just dey pray may God help us. I want me everything to calm down. People they are suffering. People they are suffering. But I thank God for my own life. God just they provide for us.
Apart from the normal job you do, your normal business or normal job, are there other things you are doing in order for you to cope with the present state of the country?
Not I don't have any other one apart from my job. I don't have any other thing that I'm doing. First of all, before I'm selling in clothes, I'm a businesswoman. But now I'm not doing my business again because there is no money. I now leave my business, be working so that a month end day I will receive my salary. But that salary is not enough for us. But Nigeria, our president have to find solution about this. Our Nigeria people they are suffering anywhere. They have to find the solution. make everybody be happy, or border people that are seeing food be eating. Let him to be open that border, let people seeing food be eating. If they open border, people will not complaining again.
You as a Nigerian, were there things you were doing before? Maybe you were buying things, buying clothes, going out, hanging out with friends, maybe taking your children, but now you are doing it differently. You are cutting down your cost in order for you to cope.
Yes, I'm cutting down. I'm cutting my cloth according to my size because things is very hard. I'm going out before eating well, but now people they are not eating well the way they're supposed to eat because the nature of the country.
Are there things you have to say to other Nigerians who are going through same problem as you so that they too can cope with this time?
My own thing, I don't have any other thing to say. My own thing is that I want everything be in order. That is what I want to say. I don't have any other thing to say. Let everything to calm down. Make everybody be happy. Seeing food be eating. People they are hungry, patrolling up and down. Thief are fooling everywhere because there is no food them to eat. We robbing people when people they are going to work in the morning. They be snatch their phone, snatch their bags because of they don't have food to eat.
I look at that this government is not being useful because the way we suffer, the government says it don't even show mercy at all. That at least when you talk about government, you are government with people, you have not government with fools. At least when you let your child be feel happy, you self as a parent, you have to be feel happy. But this government where we there now, right now, this government is a very bad government, which is we've never even know our way out. We never know our way out as we did now. Instead of government, even instead for we to improve, we are continue to be suffering. They say fuel subsidy. I never know the money for fuel subsidy. I don't know where they carry fuel subsidy go. And we go sit down here, we go, yes, the government, they don't steal about how many millions. Government never jail anybody where we see and say they don't steal the money. Only the poor man suffer for this country, the rich man know they suffer. So let us tell us why. Only the rich man enjoy, then the poor man continue remain poor. Government say you not even allow me to breathe. For me to even see another daily bread, government not even allow me. Now so they suffer myself, they go. And even they look for my daily bread, say how to survive for life. I know this yam. Instead government to let me be struggle on my own, what government is doing is for them to frustrate me. So that is the only thing. Because I don't have the money again. Government have been frustrating me to the level that I cannot be able to, even to eat is very hard. Even to hit is very hard. So we cannot be able to find out that such for we to be able to live life that is better anymore. Yeah. And what I will say is because this country now, where everybody now have to stand up. It's not only one person have to stand up. We have to stand up and tell government what is our problem. And the condition that we are now, because if we cannot be able to tell government what is wrong with us, I believe say they will not be able to listen to us. So, but we Nigerians have to stand up because a child that cry go and meet his father, his father have to look toward that issues. So we have to stand up. That is the only thing that I see there. Because for we to sleep, say it will better, I'm not sure say it go better. If we not stand up, it no go better.
Madam, it's not easy. It's not easy at all for people in this country, and nobody is laughing. Everybody is getting angry every blessed day. You can't just wake up and say that I'm happy. No. One, there's no food scarcity, fuel subsidy, all those things. Are you getting me now? People are angry every day, which is very, very bad. Our government is not doing good thing for us. Times two, everything is times three, not to say times three. In this Nigeria now, everything is times three. One, your landlord will get angry with you if you don't pay them earlier. And your landlord will not understand that there is no money everywhere. That things are difficult for people, for Nigeria generally, not only one person. Are you getting me now? Your landlord will not listen to you. He will even pass the same aggressive that is facing outside. He will pass it to you. Actually, they should just take it easy. One thing I know that anything they know that will make them happy, must that you continue doing it. Not for bad, just for good. Maybe if you're at home, if you have a light, or you listen to gospel music that will make you happy, continue doing it. Are you getting me now? Or maybe you get something that you are doing that will make it, maybe like drink, like not all those all drink. Shall you get now? Just go to ShopRite, go to Jeddah and bought it, keep it inside your fridge. Shall you get now? You relax yourself and take it and make yourself happy. And make sure you eat good food. Don't think about Nigeria. Whatever you think about Nigeria, you just pass away. You have high blood pressure suddenly.
Well, I'm coping is by the grace of God, and due to the sustain of God's grace in my life. So I'm still coping. At least the way Tinubu turned us into, we're still managing for now. Well, I do go out sometimes with my friends, to maybe hang out, do some things. But now, the way the situation is now, you cannot hang out because the money you will spend there is quite different from that is then is quite different from now. Because if you try to put yourself into the situation on ground now, I don't think you can spend much money on this on anything that is maybe like parties or maybe like hanging out now for now. But maybe if it's then that one is polite. You can go out, you can do anything because that time is less than the money is less. Or maybe things are down then, but now everything is high. Well, by the grace of God, I have different things I used to do because before I depends on only one thing, but now I engage myself in different things so that I can get source of money from different angles from here, left and right. So that is how I normally do to manage for now. Well, to my advice to them, people that find it difficult for them to cope, I believe that they should hope on God and believe in themselves and work hard towards earning something for them because they cannot stay just like that without not doing anything. That is my advice for them.
There was a woman we spoke with, and she was so firm. And then she told us how she is coping even at the moment. She said before she had a business and the business was doing well. But since this hardship, the business folded up because her capital and everything she had was gone. She didn't just sit down there, fold her hands, and cry over what has happened. Rather, she said she would have to take up another job. So she had to be working for someone who will pay her at the end of the month. And then this woman, she said every month now she's a salary earner. She expects that salary will come from somewhere. And then over time, after she has gathered enough money, she can start off her business. Then there was another man, I think a motorist. He said that this is Okada that he's doing is what he's holding on to. Whether business is moving well, business is not moving well, does not really have another job. But he's holding on to this Okada business, knowing fully well that even if it is not okay today, it will be okay someday. So people are really holding on to something and they feel that something good can come out of what they are doing. Even if it's not coming out at the moment, but over time, it will yield something positive. So they don't really want to rely completely on the government because it's when you completely rely on the government, that's when you complain a lot. But when you are carrying out your own part as a citizen, you know that you've done your own part. Someday, as we are trying to adjust as a people, as you're trying to adjust as a nation, someday things will fall in pleasant places. This is where we are going to wrap it up for today on Street Smart on Union Television.
For more interesting episodes, follow us across all our social media platforms and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until we see you again next time,
Keep watching Union Television.